to Edge of the Empires, episode 12. This is the last episode before Star Wars. Episode 7 is officially released. If you joke about spoilers in chat, if you post anything that looks like a spoiler, you will be banned, and I will never unban you. That's it.
It's true.
There's no joking about spoilers tonight. You tell me that Luke was dead the whole time, you're gone, and you're dead to me. Now that we got that out of the way, let's figure out how everybody's doing. Sam, how are you?
Oh man, I'm all right. I'm good. I've had a good week. It's been an interesting week. So for those of you who know anything about my shit, I do viewer games, and I'm currently I have taken this whole week off from playing games to instead rework the viewer games from ground floor to up, essentially. And on the rework, we did a play test of TP Twitch Plays D&D version 3. We're on the 3rd version now. We did a play test, and I actually got a compliment from Silent Osiris about my DMing style, which was quite nice. It was nice. It was nice. I got a tweet back. It was a little tear-worthy. It was nice. And a retweet, actually, about the show going live. So that was actually really cool. The play test went really, really well, even though some of my tables weren't filled out and some things weren't good. But they are getting filled out, and I'm very, very fucking excited to take TPD&D to a more serious, lore-based, story-worthy game instead of just...
We should talk during the week about those changes, because I'm starting a viewer game, and my last one was so fucking bad that I almost quit Twitch.
I heard. So it's a lot. I changed a lot of stuff. It's kind of mechanically and lore stuff, and I've changed basics, fundamentals, that kind of bullshit. But otherwise, my week has been great. It's been a good week, actually. I'm excited for the charity shit. I rapped on stream last night for about 2 hours, finishing my rap battle, and it's gonna be fucking. I'm excited. The writing is pretty poor, but I think the delivery and the performance is going to be good. So I'm excited. I think as a connoisseur of rap battles myself, I do follow a little bit of the underground rap battle culture. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. I think this is going to be great. But that's my week. So I'm just
okay.
That's it. It's
All
great.
Right. Dave, how are you doing this week?
I don't know, man. Shit's fucking... I'm waiting for fucking money to come in so I can send my stuff off, and I got a week. I got a week to fucking send my shit to another country and then move. I'm moving on the 26th, so you know, there's that. My costume for the charity stream arrived today. Pretty good costume.
I like the belt, man. The belt was pretty
the
dapper.
belt's pretty dope.
Is that a correct description?
Yeah, however, no one will fucking see the belt. So, you know, it's literally just top down, which is kind of whatever. It's just a fucking black vest if you're just looking at it from that point of view. But I really wish someone made Twi'lek headpieces that weren't like an Etsy fucking 4-month project. You know, like just
slap some Liku on your little dome, right?
Like just, all you gotta do is just like mass produce that shit. It's not difficult, people. Come on. Like just make it real big, have like a Velcro thing at the back or something, and just make it fucking plastic, dude. Like it's not like seriously. I get that Star Wars is about, like, for the most part, Caucasian fucking dudes, right? Human beings.
Mm-hmm.
But the aliens are the best part. And, like, you look online for Star Wars costumes, you got Han Solo, you've got Stormtrooper, and you've got Jedi. And anything else is custom made. You know what I'm saying? Anything else is custom made, man.
Dude, I'm really feeling you, dude. Let's see. There was I spent so much time just being like, I just want a medical droid mask. That's all I want. Doesn't someone make a plastic fucking... No, you can get a billion different like shapes and sizes and shadings of a C-3PO mask. If you want to be C-3PO, that's easy. But if you want to be the droid that brought Luke Skywalker back from his icy near-death experience on Hoth, you can't be that guy.
Yeah, okay, so the droid thing I can completely understand because there's literally only 2 droids that get any sort of realistic screen time. But, you know, in terms of like I would have taken...
Darth Vader and R2-D2, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I would have taken like...
How many Death Stars?
They don't even have fucking like Twi'leks, like female Twi'leks. They're like a sex thing, right? I was like, okay, let's see if there's like women's size Liku stuff out there, right? You know, because I assume that Halloween rolls around and you want to be a slutty Twi'lek, right?
I've never heard anyone say that.
Really?
Yeah.
So, okay,
I've literally never heard the 2 words slutty Twi'lek together.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's like
no, I'm not kidding you.
You fucking... Okay, remember when I was looking for pictures
No, we're done with this discussion.
Twi'lek males?
We're done with the discussion that you've been missing your Liku.
Wait, what is that called again? Slutty Twi'lek? How do you spell
Twi'lek?
Virgil, how are you this week? Let's just...
Well, I'm just glad I'm not looking for a picture of a male Twi'lek because they're rare, the rarest of Pepes.
How do you spell Twi'lek?
Let me spell it for you in the thing.
My week's fine.
Post some links.
I'm really tired today. It was a rough day at work, and I missed a ton of work because I was,
thinking about
sick and then all kinds of crap, and yeah, so I'm just wiped out. But it feels really good to be home, chatting with my buddies. And then I don't have to work anymore. I get to pretend that I'm a robot in a galaxy far, far away that has adventures. So
a robot that basically does everybody else's work for them.
Can I just say, in the spirit of Star Wars, like, did anyone see that fucking JonTron episode on the Christmas special?
I just watched all those JonTron vids. They're really good.
Like, the Christmas, but what were they fucking thinking?
Have you not seen? Yeah, did you finally see the holiday special with animated Boba Fett comic?
I've never seen. I never knew that was a thing. They did a good job of wiping it.
You mean? Oh yeah, no, I
Fett is the one contacting the Empire, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh!"
I have seen
that. And then Boba Fett's like, "I have a gun on you, but rather than shoot you with it, I'm going to jetpack away." Although you're all disarmed, looking the wrong direction, and then again, I have a gun pointed at you.
Whatever, man. It's Christmas. It's like, oh god, and like anything.
I want to remind you, the whole time, Carrie Fisher was high on heroin, and Mark Hamill had just been hit by a car. So it was a weird fucking episode.
Yeah. 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 Yep.
Sounds like our cast.
All right.
Anyways,
anything else?
I'm high on heroin. Virgil
I just got hit by a car, guys.
That's why he's the
but the show must go on, right?
I'm wildly disappointed in Googling slutty Twi'lek. That's all I'm saying.
I told you that shit doesn't exist.
There's really very
That's
little.
because people have way more taste.
No, you don't put slutty in it, man. You just put Twi'lek and you'll find that shit.
Virgil, let's talk about you.
I'm on like page 3 and there's slutty Bert and Ernie.
We had a crazy fiasco. Dave was there, but we did a 5-person fiasco, and it was also a time traveling based fiasco where you all play the same character in different points in time, and you all can time travel. Yeah, that was rough. There were some really good moments, of course. Fiasco was really funny. Dr. Wreckage had some really funny stuff.
Just call him Spencer. Fuck it.
Why? Because I never have called him Spencer once in my life.
Theoretically, the person farthest down the timeline would know everyone else's actions.
Exactly. That's what it was. And
was Spencer.
I played the guy at the start of the timeline, and
you
I had no
travel
idea.
Through time. I
Yeah,
don't think the whole time.
No, I didn't. Once.
Everyone just kept coming back to fuck with him. And Spencer's character was like old and bummy and wearing a spaghetti strainer on his head the whole time. It was amazing. That'll go up on YouTube soon on the Virgil Levenger channel.
It's youtube.com/Virgil Levenger.
That's correct. YouTube.com/Virgil Levenger.
Why don't you change
Fiasco
it to
Games.
5?
I will. I need to just do some behind the scenes work before I push out more of my stuff onto Zircon 5. People have all that shit, and I need to take it away from them.
You better not be dirtying my fucking Skype chat with your Twi'lek hentai.
It's not hentai. It's an oil painting. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it.
It's
am
art.
I think if it's just a drawing that contains gallons and gallons of oil on a Twi'lek, it's not actually an oil painting.
It's actually like an oil, like they oiled up a Twi'lek and just threw it on a piece of paper. And then
How is Googling Twi'lek dirtier than slutty Twi'lek?
exactly?
All right, we're done. We're done.
understand.
We're moving
Exactly.
forward.
My point entirely. Thank you very
We're
much.
moving
There's a
forward.
real life Twi'lek cosplay stripper picture in this.
Exactly.
Last
Video
week,
Thank you.
With our viewers, Gamer Siren's going to play, Riga's going to play. We're going to have all kinds of viewer fiasco games over on my channel. So make sure you get in the rotation because those are fun. Very fun.
so last week, I forgot to remind everybody to vote. However, we still got a shit ton of votes. So, winner for MVP and plus 10 XP is Toby.
The only one that did anything to do with the entire group, I suppose. So.
Winner for funniest is Coral. And then winner for involvement is Zane. So remember, at the end of every episode, vote for that shit.
What does involvement mean?
Involvement, role-playing, and, like, sacrificing yourself for the party.
Yeah, that's true.
So I got a second force rating, and that's all I was able to get because the bottom of the tree is expensive as fuck, yo.
So we get experience, right? 5 plus
You got
5.
No, you, just
No,
got
you
five.
get 20.
You got 15 at the end of the last episode.
Okay,
You got
Got it.
5 now.
so I have experience now.
And we need to talk sometime, either at the break or after
I
this
have some
episode,
experience.
about lowering XP gain possibly to slow down your.
I have
your
30.
gains.
I can buy a new tree.
Why don't you save that new tree buying for later?
Mm-hmm.
So
Let's get into it.
previously on Edge of the Empires, episode 11, you were caught in a lightsaber duel with Drek Duran and Luce Theron. They immediately attempted to evacuate the area, and while you did kind of rough them up, shoot their weapons out of their hands, they recovered and flew away, mocking you the entire time, and continuing to upset Zane. There was
I was
also some.
upset.
There was also some commentary toward Coral, implying that the rebellion was the one that in fact killed his family, and that Coral has a history. His family history is that of Sith Inquisitions.
Yeah, and apparently I'm like the love child of two very powerful Sith Inquisitors, like
Hmm.
or something.
Yeah,
is
and you were
cool.
supposed to be a Sith Inquisitor. That was like going to be your job before you started doing cooler stuff.
Yeah, and now you just
Cooler
fucked it
people.
up. You're the disappointing child.
Oh, they're probably super disappointed. Yeah. Imagine how you're making them feel.
Can we go find his
They're dead,
parents?
so whatever.
Well,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
dead,
They're Force
but his
ghosts.
dad's Force Ghost follows him around from time to time in the back.
Yeah, I would too. I'd be like.
Yeah, that's true. We should say hi to him.
Also, there was a brief, like I gained access to a bunch more files in my memory. They're all corrupted, and so we can play with that more too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that happened immediately after Luce Theron and Drek Duran getting away, because you were all surrounded by a squad of stormtroopers led by Lieutenant Kat Karus,
Oh,
Kara Katwis, who's been hunting Zane for some time, and you were all knocked unconscious. Kara Katwis is the one who put
pick
the.
I don't
up
know
that
if
he
he
was
used
hunting Zane.
Kara
specifically.
Katwis put the bounty out on Cloud City on Bespin.
Mm.
Remember, he
I
went on
didn't-
the
I did
public
not pick that up.
address
That is-
system.
Yeah, I don't think I think I need. to
Wait,
do that.
who the fuck is this?
Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck is this?
Do you remember
I
a
thought-
guy
I
went on the
thought that was
public
just-
address system and put a bounty out on Zane?
Yeah, I do, but
Right.
Yeah, that was
just
that
a-
guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Forward.
Never seen
Who's
him.
the guy? Is what I'm
Kara
talking about.
Katwis.
Who the fuck is that?
The
I'll just
guy
wanna
who
s-
put
I
the
just wanna
bounty
see
out
it.
on you.
He put a bounty on you,
We're
and
literally
then he
going
also
in circles
came
here, Swarg.
with the troopers that we surrendered to.
Yes, he was the
Okay.
leader of that squad.
Okay, that makes
All right,
more sense.
so
then.
Zane surrendered. You were all stunned. We went into some dreams and memories of everyone, and Toby had a memory of someone telling him to go speak with Sith Lord Naga Sadow, who's been dead for 4,400 years. So that was a little strange.
Mm.
From remote activation, it turned out you'd been asleep for some time, and you were finally being shipped off planet in a prison transport when your good friend Vape remotely reactivated Toby. All of you woke up, and he saved all of you because he's awesome and amazing. From there, you went to a rebel base where Dave insisted repeatedly that I play 3 NPCs at the same time while he had a 1v3 conversation. I just remind everyone that I had to do that.
Well, I'm sorry, GM, that you have to play everyone else.
I mean, we could just.
Damn.
That's why I try to make
rules so that-
conversations as one-on-one as possible. And you're like, no, I want many NPCs to be there.
I can be NPCs as well, Arthur. You know I can do lots of voices.
After repeated attempts to try to get Coral to join the rebellion, the only thing that swayed him even slightly was the fact that he might look good with a lightsaber and a general title, like all Jedi receive.
It's pretty easy to sway Coral if you know what's up.
Zane received a message from Luz Theron, mocking him and telling him that he would wait for him on a moon above the prison planet of Kessel, where most of the galaxy's illegal spice is mined and shipped and sold by the Empire. And Coral has decided to go after a artifact called a holocron, which is a Jedi and Sith artifact containing the intelligence of a former master who can then teach and educate a new Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Because apparently no one's willing to do it.
So,
Well, there just is no one, because no one knows where Master Skywalker is.
I don't know. Everyone knows where he is. They just don't want to tell me.
he's busy getting trained by Yoda shortly.
Yeah.
And obviously Obi-Wan's dead as fuck. So, let's roll for obligation, and then someone can roll for light side, dark side. Because apparently you guys are huge babies, and you don't want to individually roll for it.
I'm happy to do
we're
that. I
huge.
don't.
I mean,
So,
you just
how
know
many-
that it'll go in your favor if we do it that way. You know it, because it's never not gone in your favor. if
Your
we do it
obligation doesn't activate. You're fine.
All right, good.
Oh.
So what? We roll a 3. That's it.
Yep.
Okay.
3 white. Looks good to me.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Even Steven. Also,
Coral was the one that brought balance back to the Force at the beginning of the game with his rolls. Good job.
The 2 white.
so we're gonna go with pride and arrogance. By the way.
Okay.
Always two there are.
Arthur.
Yeah, I caught that.
Cool.
So, we come back in with, I think, Zane flying the Alto Loki away from the rebel moon of Folor, over which we see the planet Comnor in the background. And there's 3 hyperspace destinations plotted into the computer by Vape. One is back to the Arugula system and Tantalus base, where you are theoretically employed. The second is a multi-month, multi-jump to the Kessel system.
Mm-hmm.
And the final is a rough course to a system that hasn't been charted in quite some time. It's been off Imperial records, and that is the Egli system, where the holocron is rumored to await someone brave enough and foolish enough to recover it. I think Toby, sitting at the communications panel, you see that the ship has numerous news items and messages waiting
excellent.
for you.
I first run a automated program looking for like all caps, anything with more than 2 exclamation marks, anything with like the word "fuck you" or "in your dreams, pal," or "come at me, bro." I just won't read those ones because I know there's probably a lot of them.
Okay.
So I want to know the important ones, and then after I get my filter, I put those at the bottom, and then I go to the top.
Okay. So you're looking through some of
Yeah.
your current mails.
Mm.
You have a outstanding debt notice from Tantalus Base, where you have failed to upkeep your docking bay and your base.
Okay, so right away I calm the captain.
Okay.
Captain, you available, sir?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just curious if you want me to pay this large Tantalus base bill that we have, or just tell them to, give up our spot to someone else.
How much is it?
It's the number, Arthur.
Your arrears right now is 100 credits a week, and you are 2 weeks behind on payment.
200
Okay.
credits. It's not a big deal. Just pay it.
Okay, so I guess we can always go back then if we want. Okay, so I send off a 300 credits for rent.
Okay.
Next.
The next is a message from Victoria. It almost got caught in that filter. There's a
I was
number
curious.
of exclamation points and capitals. It's asking where you've been, and specifically you, Toby, and why you haven't been doing your job, and why no one, like Coral, is not answering the company email.
Okay. I
I
send
didn't realize I had it.
I send a reply. I send a taped reply. So I tape a reply,
Yep.
and I'm like, oh, it's been so good to be back in the ship and able to contact you again. Victoria, I have so much to tell you. We've been in terrible trouble, you see, and we most likely need your help. You've in quite a sticky state. Oh no! Oh God! And then I like fall over, and then I go into After Effects, and add some explosions and lasers, and I send that off.
I like how we pay our rent and then and then you send this fucking thing off. Love it.
I'm pushing that down the road.
Yep.
Next.
You just get up, you just like boop, and then
you have 3 outstanding jobs, all of which have sent a like update email that's like, "Are you still there? Are you still interested in taking this?" You have a mail for the company for Shadestar, thanking you for your participation in the Cloud City Bespin commercial shoot for Vader O's, and a complimentary gift certificate for 100 credits worth of Vader O's.
I forward that to the captain.
And they've left you a it's on Bespin. They've left you 2 boxes of limited edition Vader O's with new marshmallows.
Oh shit, he's gonna be so excited. I forward it to him too, and I forward it to him so that he can't see the email right away. And I'm like, oh, there's some news. If you're feeling okay and up to it, read it now, and like type it out, and then forward the message to him. And I make it seem like maybe it's not good news. That way he'll be super excited. I just send an email, the same email back to the 3 people. The job is not going to be a problem, but the price has tripled. And then I send those 3 emails out.
Okay, you get an immediate reply from the one email that's like, "This is completely unacceptable. We will need to talk about your hiring strategy. In fact, I'm not certain that what you've done here is even legal within Imperial borders." And the reply is from Captain Zinj of the Iron Fist.
Yeah, I reply. Yeah, unfortunately, there is fuel shortages, and there was some large explosions that damaged a lot of refueling stations, and there's no way we can do the job without the extra credits. We still want to do the job, but we'll need to the credits to be able to do it. And this isn't like a thing where we're always going to be that much. It's just that there's an emergency.
I see.
But if they want it done right, I mean, we could do a slap job, but if they want it done right, that's how much it's going to take. It's not that I'm trying to shake them down.
And you're replying
That's
immediately?
Yeah.
Okay, you get an incoming, like, HoloNet communication live from the Iron Fist. The Star Destroyer Iron Fist. Victory class Star Destroyer Iron Fist, Imperial tags. It's coming from within the Commodore system.
We're in the Commodore system.
That's correct.
Damn it. Yeah, I'll take the call.
Okay, you see a short, very rotund man with exaggerated mustachios. He looks like someone the Rebellion would hire to play an evil Star Destroyer captain. He looks like a comic book villain version of a Star Destroyer captain. And he says, "I'm Captain Zinj of the Star Destroyer Iron Fist. Droid, please direct me to the owner of the Alto Loki, one Captain Coral."
Yes, I've been instructed to take any messages directed at the captain as he's indisposed.
He just answered a number of HoloNet communications with me.
Oh, he's very ill, feverish even. He might have gotten out of the med bay and been answering emails, but he is hallucinating with fever. As you can see, I'm a medical droid. I know what I'm talking about. You can probably disregard those emails. I'll go check on him right now. Is there anything else?
If you require medical assistance...
Sir, I'm a 2-1B medical droid. We have a full medical facility. It will just be the time it takes for, the Twi'lek to get it out of his system.
Very well. It sounds as if we're going to need to put your ship under medical quarantine, then. Imperial procedure, after all.
Yes, one moment, and I will send you,
I'm sending 2 squadrons of TIE fighters to escort you to the Iron Fist. And I'm making a micro jump towards your position.
Alright, I immediately tell Vape to get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so Vape sends a message to Zane. Zane, where are you?
Where was Toby?
Toby was apparently in the cockpit, doing some cockpit stuff.
Cockpit stuff. So I guess Zane would be in his room.
Yeah, Vape sends you, like, a text message that's like, emergency, Star Destroyer incoming, multiple flights of TIE fighters.
That was between you and I.
So I'm like doing melee practice with my new shiny bowcaster in the room, like doing forms of of the ancient kinds. They all have to end in like a, as I know a little bit about bowcasters, they all have to end in like a really soft like each hit. And so I stop in the phone. I don't know if I have a fucking phone.
Have you repurchased a data pad? Because if not, you're gonna need, or a comm pad, you're gonna need to like use the wall-mounted unit.
No, we did.
We kind of just repurchased everything in our
Okay, then yeah, you have a
comm
pad then.
Yeah. So the comm pad, sorry, I think it's under weapons and gear. I'm still getting used to this new sheet. So yeah, the comm pad like lights up, and I check the message and I look and I go, fucking shit, and I like drop the bowcaster on the bed, go like run out the door and like look back and I'm like, oh fuck, and I grab the bowcaster, like run down the hall and put it in my thing and like get to the cockpit and I go, status.
So Coral, you've also received a message saying like emergency Star Destroyer incoming, 2 squadrons of TIE fighters.
So here's what I want the scene that introduces Coral this episode to be in, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like a dimly lit room, and like the blink of a panel on the wall goes bloop, or whatever, and then you just see Coral Lake's head like come out of the bubble bath.
Is it like a slightly irritated face that the screen is lighting up, or are you relaxing?
Yeah, it's relaxing, and maybe there's like candles and shit everywhere, or like fake candles to like like whatever lighting to represent candles.
LED candles.
Yeah, and I just like I reach over a soapy hand and I hit the button. I'm like, hey, what's up?
It's a text message, so it displays all the information. And yeah, like your email has like. So I'm curious. Your email counter in like the upper left-hand corner, the top message is like Vader owes promotional is the first message on your list, and then like you've got a text message that's like warning incoming Star Destroyer.
He's like,
I look at both of them and just like, I hit the incoming Star Destroyer one.
Okay, it's from Vape. It tells you that there's an incoming Star Destroyer and 2 squadrons of TIE fighters. Preparing to put you under medical quarantine.
I'm like, what the fuck? I like get out of the bathtub and I just sprint to the captain's room. I like just suds dripping everywhere, and I just like I kick in the door.
Wearing a towel or anything?
No.
Okay.
It's my shit, man.
All right. So Zane and Coral burst into the bridge about the same time. Mm-hmm. Zane covered in sweat from all of his katas, and Coral covered in soapy water and
I am like
else.
I have like all the screens are on, and I have like diseases like scrolling by and like trying to figure out which disease I should tell them that's like bad enough that they won't come, but okay enough that they'll like not have to quarantine us.
All right, Toby.
You can make a medical roll to figure that out.
Yeah. Oh dear.
That's 3 purple medical roll.
Okay, let's go to my skills.
So you're specifically looking for a disease where they won't place you under medical quarantine, but they also won't attempt to dock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because they're like, ooh, he's got scabies.
Yeah, he's got metachlorines.
He's got metachlorines real bad. It's a bad case. Oh, I'm gonna need a good roll.
Hey.
Boom.
Take 1 stress. Strain.
It was very straining.
Yeah, take 1 strain off of that. You come up with Bunkered's sewer disorder. And this is an actual Star Wars disease, which does exactly what you might expect, given what you were asking for.
Is that like swamp ass, but like in Star Wars?
It's a bacteria. It's common enough that they wouldn't quarantine you for it because it's difficult to pass on. Mm-hmm. But you get it from getting exhaust from certain bunkered sewage systems, which many planets have.
Okay, so what I do is I don't just send that information, but I also send like the worst picture I can find of this. And I don't just send it back to... Shit, I even wrote his name down.
Captain Zinj of the Victory-class Star Destroyer Iron Fist.
Dagobah ass.
Dagobah.
I also send it to the pictures to the TIE fighters that are on their way.
Okay, yeah, make a deception roll because you're attempting to like trick them into thinking that this is real, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be very hard because this is a real medical condition, and
I am a medical droid.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2 purple, and it's also going to be 2 black, because you've attempted to lie to them previously and failed for various reasons.
I have no idea what the hell is happening right now.
So yeah, you just see Toby sitting at the computer, like, hooked into it, and just data is flying past.
I was like,
someone
tell me why...
Okay.
Take another strain. And then tell me what you want to have.
I turned to Zane. I'm just like, did you realize this ship is really cold when you don't have clothes on?
Oh.
No shit.
Like, I should invest in some slippers or something like that.
Dude, where's my...
Slippers are nice. Yes.
Bathrobes. Holy crap. If we get, like, bathrobes with, like the Alto Logi, like stitched onto the front.
So, Toby, you can spend
logoed bathrobes.
You can
I want
spend
to
that triumph
upgrade
to
the
make them.
difficulty.
No,
of-
you can make them believe that you're a trustworthy robot. That
Okay,
you didn't
that's
attempt
perfect.
to lie to them at all.
I'm like just an good Imperial.
Yeah, yeah.
I do have the Imperial looking armor on too.
So you get a message back from an intelligence analyst aboard the Star Destroyer Iron Fist. Senior analyst Harding, saying that they will not be boarding you. They've recalled the TIE fighters, and that your price of 30,000 for their job will not be met.
I
But
say, I
also
just sent
that
back,
the
okay,
Imperial
we'll see you
shipyards
soon.
will not be open for your repairs.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sorry for inconvenience. All glory to the Empire.
Okay.
Why are they here?
So I think, yeah, on like your extreme long-range sensor feed, you see that the Iron Fist was turning towards you and entering a hyperspace thing, and then maybe they've like launched a couple TIE fighters, but now they're in the process of recalling them and moving back into orbit of Commodore.
Like, as they picked us up, I tried a little, back and forth with them. I told them that we were infected. Then they were just going to board us, so that didn't really help any. Yeah, I found a disease that would not get us quarantined.
Toby.
Mhm.
I don't care.
Yeah, yes. Well, we're fine. So
I need to know why they even wanted to talk to us in the first place.
Yes.
well, I
I
kind of
concur.
maybe a not too friendly email.
About
Well, we
Wait,
had
what?
some jobs. I just figured we didn't have time to do them. We've got stuff to do. Things.
okay. Normally, I just ignore them, and I feel like that's probably the course of action we should take going forward. Because if we play ignorant, then there's no problems, right? Say, ignorance is bliss.
No.
Yes.
No. Is this how you lead?
No, this is how I ignore the problems mostly. Look, we got to deal with your friend, and I got to deal with my dead father. So
Right. I told the fellow, triple the price, thinking that would either just make us a shit ton of money for the job, or he would just be like, "Well, find someone else to do it." Unfortunately, he was all stanky with me, and
all right, no problems. I start to walk back to the bathtub.
I like looked at Toby and I go, Toby, are you a psychiatrist in training by chance?
No, I went to one though. Lovely experience. I might go again. Maybe look up some old literature on the subject and do a little studying.
Well, frankly, I don't think it's impossible to see that Coral's suppressing some pretty serious problems.
Really, is that why he's such a easygoing fellow? He just pushes it all inside of himself. Is that what you're thinking?
No one is this stupid.
All right, so Coral, as you're walking away, Vape rolls up next to you and is like, boop, 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 boop.
I wholeheartedly agree. We should definitely get some embroidered bathrobes.
Boop, 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 boop.
Well, of course we can get one for your size.
Meow! Beep, 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 beep.
Okay. I go to the nearest terminal and it's like, just typey in here.
Yeah, so he plugs into the nearby wall socket, and on screen, he quickly shows you a number of bathrobes you can get embroidered with the Alto Loki symbol in a number of different places, with either blue base and then orange stitching, or orange base with blue stitching. And then, in front of that comes a message that's like, Captain, we need a course. We're currently floating in space with no destination.
Oh, yes. Let's go directly to the place with the cube of Jedi Mans. Please?
Understood. I will have Zane pull out an astropath course to...
It's
not
on Eggley,
astropath,
right?
to the
Eggley.
Eggley system.
Ah, God. Whenever I think of that place, it makes me hungry.
So when you say that on the screen, it says, the rebellion has refueled us free of cost. We have full supplies, 2 months worth of food, oxygen, and enough fuel to continue travel for some time.
Vape, I never got to tell you this, but I'm really happy you're here. But I would also like it if you could, I don't know, try and reach out for Niall.
I have been in constant communication with Niall. She
Oh,
is.
how
I
is
wish
she?
I
Is
had
she
gone
all right?
with her, but Toby made a strong case for me going with him.
Hmm. Is she okay though? Is she doing all right?
No,
What do you mean no?
I have been ordered not to tell you.
By her or by someone else?
There's no answer.
Okay. Do you want me to help her?
No.
I'm trusting you with this, Vape. If you feel like she's not in danger and that we should leave her alone, then I'll stop asking. But if you really want her back in this ship with us, then maybe that's something that you could see to breaking whatever agreement you have with whoever it is that told you to not tell us.
So there's like a you know what the old DOS computers, how it would like blink on and off when someone's about to
Cursor.
type something? Yeah, the cursor. That sits there for a minute, and then after about 6 or 7 seconds, it says, Niall is currently in danger. However, this is something she needs to overcome herself. Niall herself is the one who has ordered me both not to come after her and not to have you come after her.
All right. Can you send her a message on my regard?
No.
Can you send her a message that says that in the third person, maybe? So that I
Niall
can.
has actively avoiding communication from you while she, and I quote, sorts her life out.
Okay, I just want her to know that there's always a place on the altar Loki if she wants to come back.
So he starts like
Laughing.
bringing up your current like spam box, which is full of messages you sent to her and then get bounced back by the D&D, the Do Not Disturb, and you've got like thousands of messages in there, and then Vape like puts a text block over that, so it's just like, I think she knows.
But they got bounced back. I mean, that means she didn't get them.
She put the D&D up because you were attempting to talk to her all the time.
Well, she just left in such a bad way, you know. I just wanted
Yes.
to make sure it was fine, but I'll give her a space. I trust her in her own way. I mean, she is the Force apparently too, and you know, it's a little selfish of me, but I would have really liked it if we found out stuff about the Force together, you know. But that's just me. All right.
So Vape is just like, the Force is illogical. And starts like bringing up all this medical information that from like Imperial propaganda from the last 30 years. It's like, the Force is a myth. The Jedi never existed. It was all just like stage theatrics.
If I were to like look for a reference to midichlorians, has that just been wiped
Yep,
out?
completely wiped out.
No one
Yep.
even knows how to test for them.
No one even knows how to
I have
test for
no
them.
idea as a medical droid that those are in. Okay.
You might. You, as a medical droid, probably have pre-existing knowledge of that. But if you were to look into a computer, the records would say that midichlorians don't exist. In fact, the only entry might be that, like, midichlorians have been disproved by Imperial science.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, like
Well-
the four humors.
Well, in that regard, I'm just like, all right. Well, let's plot a course and get this stupid cube.
Understood. And he, like, detaches by withdrawing his, whatever you call it, the comm thing. And then like backs up and then starts rolling towards the cockpit. So what are Toby and Zane doing when Vape rolls in, begins plugging himself into the astrogation computer?
Well, let's see. What am I up to now? I'd probably
Just casually plotting.
I'd want to show Zane the video I made and sent off, and just be like,
I just need to know if this looks realistic to you. I mean, I just threw it together.
and I like play the small clip of me being shot and blown up, and then
Your deception roll was really good, right? Yeah. Yeah, so it looks really good, Zane. You can make a perception roll if you want to,
I
but
don't
just
care.
on a general observation, it doesn't look green screen edited at all.
Well, Toby, this doesn't look green screen edited at all.
Like, oh, good. Yes, well, it's good to keep in mind. It might be useful again sometime. If you know.
I mean, you have some pretty significant skill in this. Have you ever considered joining the film industry?
Well, it was a little odd while I did it. It felt so natural. Maybe I was in the film industry. You know, I've been finding a lot of corrupt data lately, all memory bank stuff. So maybe I'll look into that, specifically to do with filming and effects.
yeah, and then he walks in.
I'm like, what are you up to, little bugger?
Yeah, Vape puts a text message up on your screen, and it says, Zane, we have a course from the captain. And then, like, brings up the specific hyperspace route to Eggley.
Oh, Eggley! Excellent. We'll
Why?
get straight to work then.
What does the captain want at Eggley?
He just starts bringing up, so it's like side-by-side links with multiple tabs opening. On the left, it's information about holocrons, which are devices that definitely don't exist. It's all about, like, just all articles disproving the existence of Jedi. And on the right-hand monitor, it's all articles about psychosis and, like, reduced mental capacity, certain Twi'lek, like, Alzheimer diseases.
Oh, is there any money in this?
Yes, Zane. Despite the fact that holocrons are obviously fake, they are worth quite a bit of money to certain collectors. There is specifically at least one hut willing to pay over 100,000 credits.
Please stop. Plot the course.
1,000 credits. This is amazing.
So Vape is like, perhaps you would like to plot the course yourself, Zane.
Absolutely not.
But you're a droid. I don't understand.
Very well. I will begin the course plotting, as long as you double-check my numbers and take responsibility for it.
Why would I do such a thing? You can't be wrong, can you?
Says as we
So
get
it
into
like
the sun.
a very long pause while the
sun.
cursor blinks there, and maybe he like turns his eye around to look at Toby, and then it turns back to look at Zane, and on the screen it just says like, yes, we can be wrong.
Look at Totem like, aren't you just a standing calculator?
No, not really. You see, I make jumps. I jump to conclusions. I have in my deepest architecture, I actually have a small jump to conclusions mat that I can use. Mat is short for matrix. So I can use that to jump to conclusions, you see, without
That's what
actually
Vape is
having
doing.
all the data.
Well, we teleport into a sun and explode.
Space is a bitch. You hit one
Game,
particle
everyone.
dust and it rips the ship open.
Yeah, good game. I die naked in a bathtub.
Hey,
Everyone
man.
else,
So Vape punches in the course for you, and then is like, Zane, if you would like to press the hyperdrive motivator forward, we can now enter hyperspace.
You sure you don't want me to metagame this vape?
I don't understand.
I hit the button. I hit the button.
Well, it's like a silver handle you push forward.
Yeah, well, not even like I just.
Yeah, and as you do, you hear the like and then instead of like you see the starfield start rotating, and then you hear like boop 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 boop,
That
and
fucking
then
sound, man.
and then the panel like explodes outwardly, and vape is like tossed backwards from the thing. Perfect,
Yeah.
thank you. From the thing he's
What
plugged
in the
into.
world was that? Oh god.
I like probably pull out my like I often do in desperate situations. I puncture a saline solution bag and start spraying saline solution on the fire.
Okay.
I think this time he blew to conclusions.
Like that's what I was talking about. I mean, you can assume that if the 9 is repeated for 20 decimals, I mean, you're just gonna assume it keeps repeating, right? I mean, how long would you go?
So there's a small fire on top of Vape right now. He's rolling around in a circle, and he's got his little servo arms extended, trying to
oh
put it
God,
out.
And then I go after Vape, and it pretty much looks like I'm chasing him, peeing on him.
I just step through and go down the hallway.
Okay.
Just like leave them.
Yeah, we follow. I think we follow Zaid probably.
I make my way to the washroom, the refresher. Is
Refresher,
that
yeah.
Refresher is what
Are you
it's
going
called on
to
the
your
ship, I think.
personal refresher, or are you going to the communal one, which is much larger?
I'm going to Coral's.
Okay, you go to Coral's bedroom.
Okay,
Are you
so
just gonna open the door, or are you gonna like?
Yeah,
please
I'd-
tell
protocol.
please tell me the door's not open a crack.
Yeah,
They don't do crack doors in Star Wars. It's like either fully to the side or fully out.
Yeah, I would be decent if you're coming in.
Okay, so I like knock and I go, Captain.
Yeah. What was that explosion, Zane?
Droid stuff.
Oh, God.
I wanted to test something or something.
In the background.
Hold still, Vape. It's just saline solution.
I just wanted to ask you about this holocron business.
Oh yeah, come in.
I guess the door opens. I just like stand in the hallway. I just like don't enter. I just wanna. It's like a lot of money to the huts then.
Absolutely not. You
No?
kidding me?
Ooh, we have an R5 unit.
I don't kid at all. Why holocron then? What's the deal?
Well, apparently it can get rid of. Arthur, does the Force Ghosts? Do they show up to everyone?
Yes.
And I'm just
They
like,
typically only manifest around no one, right? But if they do manifest, everyone in the area can see them.
okay, and I'm just
Even
like,
droids.
can I like my dad said he can come out anytime he wants, right?
I can see into
I
the
believe what
infrared.
your dad said was the Force is with you always, and I'll be watching over you through the Force.
Yeah, he
which is
also
not
said-
specifically the same as saying I'm with you all the time and I can manifest constantly.
Oh, I do remember him saying like, if you need me, just call. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, Dad, if you're there, show up real quick. This will make it a lot easier.
Yeah, there's no response.
Well,
What?
fuck. Okay. So,
That's silly.
yeah. I was talking to my rebel buddies, and they told me to go get this thing, and they would be paying a lot of money for us to do it if we sell it back to them.
So a lot of money to the rebels then.
Yeah, I mean, we play both sides all the time. It shouldn't be a problem, right?
No, it's not a problem at all. It's just making sure it's a lot of money. Holocron business is super strange to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've never done any sort of, like, digging and stuff, but apparently it also helped me with my situation, too. So, win-win.
I shrug and I go, right then. How long until Egley? Well, never mind.
Have we jumped?
No.
Well, no.
Well, it's gonna take quite some time, I believe, to get this hyperspace throttle back in place so we can activate the hyperdrive
So,
engine.
yeah, a
let me
quick
do a quick
diagnostic.
check.
Toby, a quick diagnostic comes up for you. The system's going to take like a half an hour to do a diagnostic and reset. However, it does not, on first glance, appear to be damaged in any way.
Okay, full reset of the system is in order. I will be shutting down just a few ship systems and bringing them back online with the help of Vape.
Okay. If it's okay with you, Arthur, can we just, like, time skip half an hour? Try again?
Yeah. As long as
Yeah,
no one
sounds
has
good.
anything they want to do.
No.
Sounds good.
So
yeah.
Vape is just like saying, perhaps you should calculate the hyperspace course this time.
What would the against be?
It's 3p and 1 black.
And to Zane, I'm like,
Yeah, Zane, I don't think you should ever think of a droid or anything else as being better than you simply because of what it is. Believe in yourself. I think you should do the navigation calculations as well. I could lend a hand if you like.
I shrug and go, whatever. Let's just go, shall we?
Start out for you,
Right.
right there, and it's
Astrogation's at 3 purple and 1 black.
give him
Yeah.
bonus, blue.
I'm
can
gonna
give
punch
him
it
a
in,
blue.
and regardless of the rolls, I'm gonna say double check that. I'm just gonna make that very clear right now because I suck at astrogation.
Oh, I do too. Oh gosh.
Okay, I think the
You
little-
didn't even have any dice, man.
Oh wait, yeah, hold on.
All you
doesn't,
rolled
it
was
doesn't
blue
matter.
die.
All right, there.
Okay, so adding in your 2 advantage, you
another-
cancel the 2 threat. That's it. You still have a failure. So the exact same thing happens. The same panel like explodes outwardly this time. There's a fire and the hyperdrive motivator shuts down.
Fuck.
Wow.
The computer is like your CPU core is like currently overtaxed, attempting to do like on-the-fly calculations to this location. No one's been to in quite some time, and the hyperspace currents are all weird.
What?
Well then.
You're okay. You're literally fucking two greens.
Yeah.
That's me too.
Everyone's that except for Vape, which is why Vape's great at this.
Which is why he's great at it.
All right, Vape attempts to enter it again, and
Can you buy a success for those
miserable.
4?
no,
advantages?
no. Yeah, like you continuously attempt to re-enter hyperspace, and it's just
How
like,
much
exploding.
system strain is on our ship right now?
0.
Okay.
No, like nothing has happened so far.
Okay.
You've
So
managed
we're-
to counter
we're-
all threat.
Yeah, we're fine. We're at 50.
At
Oh.
that point, you guys get a message from a Imperial customs vessel. The
Fuck's sakes, they're always everywhere. These custom fucking Imperials.
yeah, it's sending like an automated message querying your purpose. As it's watched you like enter hyperspace a number of times and get blown out.
I sent a message back that just says it's a friendly competition to see who can plot it first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my turn, my turn.
Okay, so you get a message from Commander Stan Rommel of the blaster, the skip ray blast boat, Infinity,
Mm-hmm.
asking you to cease your attempts to have a hyperspace calculation competition, as you're like disrupting the local area's gravitational fields with your continual failure.
Oh, my apologies. This is over like 100 credits. It's super important, like. But we will.
They sent
make
over
way.
the documentation for the kind of fines you could be facing.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware this is an actual thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We will be on our way for real. My apologies.
So the skip ray blast boat Infinity offers to send over a hyperspace course to whatever your destination is.
I would know that that's a dumb idea to ask for that, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm just like, no, don't worry about it. As I said, it's a friendly game for the recruits to try out. I wasn't realizing it was making an issue for everyone else. We will get our actual pilot onto the task.
Yeah. So when you say that, like a HoloNet, like video communication is open, like a Skype video call. Someone is calling you. It appears to be from Commander Rommel.
I will answer.
and you can see it's like a small bridge. It's larger than your cockpit, right? But it's like everyone on their ship is currently in there, and there's 5 crewmen all packed into a very small space. It looks a lot like the Defiant from Deep Space Nine, but with like half the size.
I don't know what that is, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine fans will know what it is. All right. And the commander like leans forward and is like, "Captain Coral, this is your vessel, the Alta Loki, correct?
One and the same.
Are you a licensed hyperspace trainer?"
I wasn't aware that I needed a license to teach my recruits how to fly my plane.
You don't. You don't. However, they do offer licensing among the guilds and the Bureau of Ships and Services, the boss. Might I suggest for future reference that you take a hyperspace course into deep space in between systems and make your jumps from there. There'll be less gravitational interference from the planets and the suns, and if you make any mistakes, you won't be disrupting shipping to a major trade route.
Oh, well, thank you. As I said, it wouldn't ever be a problem unless, people wouldn't put money on the line to see who could do a silly jump first, so don't worry about it too much.
Well, you have a good day, Captain.
You
we'll
too.
be watching.
Oh, lovely. I'll be watching you as well.
So, like, the video link goes off, and then you get, like, instead of, like, the Imperial naval logo, you get, like, a Bureau of Ships and Services outro logo. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I turned to Vape, and I'm just like, Vape, give it another go. Otherwise, jump us out to a place where no one will be watching us, and let's do this properly.
So, Vape is like, Captain, if we were to jump to dark space between systems and something was to happen to the hyperspace motivator, we would be stuck there forever. While Toby and I would probably be fine after several hundred years, I'm afraid you and Zane would die.
Okay, well, let's make this jump then, and try not to scare me because I enjoy my sleep, That's
Currently
troubling.
have 140 days of food for the Twi'lek and the human, and that's not counting Vaderos. That's like another month and a half. So we're fine for a little while.
Okay. Vape asked for assistance in plotting the hyperspace course from Toby, since Zane just did not want to help with him.
Wait. Vape is rolling.
Yeah, Vape is
I'm
asking for
assisting.
your assistance,
Yes,
which he
of
hasn't
course.
ever done before.
Yeah.
And so, if you remember in the past, you used to like override his control links and like forcibly have him help you.
Yeah.
He does the same thing to you, like when you plug in to help him.
Oh,
he's
yeah?
Yeah, he's just like does all your calculations for you.
Okay, he just activates, like, he just hardwires into my chips and activates them. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah, no problem.
And success!
Finally!
Okay, so the trip takes 5 days. The extra success allows you to go directly into the orbit of the planet Egli rather than the edge of the system, which is good for reasons we'll enumerate when you arrive. And you can reduce travel time by 1/4 for each additional
Success? Or,
advantage. So it takes you half the time, so it's going to take 3 days to arrive on the Egli system.
Okay.
All right, so I spend some of the time fixing that panel, like getting it all nice so it doesn't look like it blew up twice, cleaning up all the scorch
I
marks,
also ask,
little melted wires.
I pull Toby aside real quick, and I'm just like, this might be a little weird, but is there like any guides for like, I don't know, like building a lightsaber online? Like maybe like a hobbyist thing or something like that?
Well, I would highly doubt it, sir. I mean,
Well, I mean, like,
I could take a look.
I know like 3 people who have them. Surely there must be like someone who's like taken apart one and like, you know, reverse engineered it or something. I mean,
Do I have any? We've made the jump, so do I have any like just not corrupted? But I searched my non-corrupted data for anything about lightsabers.
You're
That's
searching
not
your
obvious.
non-corrupted data. So can
Yeah.
you make a lore check? I think
Mhm.
lore is very appropriate. And what you're looking for is going to be 4 purple because you haven't uncorrupted a lot of your previous data yet.
Okay, 4 purple lore of what type? Oh, it's just lore.
Lore is its own type.
Yeah.
or it's straight up. Okay.
I'm like, no, sir. I mean, all I really know is that
Actually,
very high
instead of
energy.
giving you a threat, I'm just going to give you some information. There are a number of templates for how to build lightsabers available. Many of them appear to be poorly constructed. However, you do find one that's like a base template that you can download from the Holonet.
Okay, so I give him that basic information, and I'm like,
Well, look, there's all this very low quality garbage. I mean, I'm sure the 3 of us on the ship could design something better than this. Look, a child made this drawing. But yeah, this one is actually a schematic that could, in theory, work. I mean, I'm just running some calculations now. Seems all the measurements are correct.
Yeah, can you make a computer's check real quick, Toby, against 2 purple?
See if you can download it.
I know.
Don't have the RAM for that, Toby.
Nope. No, you're good.
One
You're good on that regard.
computers.
Yeah. So, as you're downloading the schematic, you have a choice here. If you download it, it's going to activate like a backdoor that's going to send a message off. And with that second success, you realize the message is like, someone has downloaded this particular schematic. This is their location.
Oh, and I can cut off the download?
Yeah, you can cut off the download, but then you don't get the information. Or you can let it download, and it'll still
And
send
I
the
don't
message.
have time to ask the captain. It's like
You probably have time to ask the captain. It's a fairly
like,
large
Captain,
file.
this is a tagged download. It'll send a message alerting someone we've got a copy.
Does it give us that? Does it give them our location? I mean, we're in hyperspace right now, right?
we just got out of hyperspace.
No, you've entered hyperspace. It will give your location, your heading, the ship's registry, all of that.
Yes, I mean, if we're downloading it, I mean, I could.
I don't want to fucking try.
It'll send like a who is.
I'm like, yes, it's got some sort of tracer. I mean, I can't turn it off. It's the download is embedded with this program. It's not just a file. Is the problem? There's no way we can get at this.
Look, right now it's probably not a good idea. We have people following us. Bookmark the thing. We'll download it some other time when we feel like we're safer, huh? How about that?
Right. Okay, good idea, sir.
You bookmark basic lightsaber construction.rar.
Yeah. It's probably.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like,
It's some damn proprietary
From Nel Hutta
file
Bay.
format. So.
Lol.
Smuggler's Moon is the... Yeah, I feel like Smuggler's Moon would just be the website.
Jedi's cookbook? Oh, Jesus Christ.
That cookbook. Yeah, so I'm curious as to what everyone's doing during the 3 days you're in hyperspace.
Well, I was going to be building a lightsaber, but fuck that. So, you know, I guess I'll just be like, I don't know, fucking reading or like maybe I have a talk with my dad.
So you want to like specifically seek your dad out?
Yeah.
Okay, can you make a discipline check and roll your force rating? And you're rolling against 2 purple. And this is you like sitting, concentrating on the force, trying to bring your dad forth. Okay, you roll a lot of dark side.
Well, which is probably ideal for pulling my dad out of the force.
If you
yeah.
pay one of your force die and you take 2 strain, you can bring your dad in.
Yeah, I'll do that. For real.
Okay. Yeah. So your dad's name is Jothri, right?
Jothri, yeah.
Yeah. So he kind of you sit there, you're concentrating, and you're like seeking him out in the force, and then with like a slight rumbling in your room, so you like unconsciously begin levitating objects, and one of those like fake candles you have going starts lifting, and then like a blue form puts its hand on your shoulder and says, "My son, I see you've been practicing the Force."
Yeah. Well, wanted
Your
to have a chat
discipline
with
leaves much to leave desired. Your
Yeah,
mother would
well,
be ashamed to see you now.
you know, discipline. It's just something I've never really felt the need to have, to be honest with you.
You're a Sith now. Discipline is
Wow.
going to be very important going forward. You must learn to control the Force and not let it control you.
Well, I mean,
The more powerful you become in the Force, Coral, the more powerful it becomes in its attempts to guide you. The Force may flow through you, but you flow with it. Without discipline, you may find yourself taking actions you've never considered before. Actions contrary to your purpose.
I see. Enough of the mumbo jumbo, though. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
So he sits on your bed and like waves his hand and says, "There's no mumbo jumbo here, Coral. This isn't some childish game. The Force is extremely serious business."
Yeah. You've made that completely obvious to me.
So he frowns, and like the lights in the room start getting darker, and you feel the dark side here. Like you feel his anger. Ask your questions then.
So, who was it that bombed home?
I don't know specifically which rebel commander killed your mother and myself. However, they did belong to Garm Bel Iblis's faction of the rebellion. A series of rogue rebel agents, former Imperial traitors. A number of ships were involved. At least a few tanks. Your
Okay.
new rebel friends, those girls you chase after, the drunk in the bar. They aren't your real friends. The Empire is your home, Coral.
Yeah, about that. Who's this, what was his name?
Luz
Lightsaber
Theron,
guy? Yeah. Who's this, Luce Theron fella?
my former apprentice. I see, unlike you, he's done something with himself, although he leaves much to be desired.
Why is he all, like, pruny and shit?
The stronger you become in the dark side of the Force, it begins to take a slight toll upon your physical form.
He looks
Minor
like a drug
trifles,
addict, to be
nothing
honest with you.
important.
I really don't want to look like that. I mean, honestly.
When you become as powerful as Luz Theron, you won't worry about how you look. The Emperor is one of the most convincing people you will ever meet, Coral, and yet he appears to be quite crippled. You get by on your good looks, but is it really your looks that you need? Or is it the way you say things, the way you influence others, the passion that flows through you?
Oh, look, that's, it's the looks, obviously.
You are such a disappointment right now.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, after you died, I did my tour of duty, so I think I'm entitled to act this way. And where was the Force then, Where was the Force when I had to deal with all of that?
The Force was with you always.
Ah, yeah, sure. That makes me feel so much better about all those huts.
So, I think your dad goes cross-legged and begins floating off of the bed. And says, Coral, you need to understand what Luz Theron is doing. He is one of the first of a new generation of Inquisitors attempting to specifically gain a large amount of power very quickly, bypassing the normal methods for gaining greater ability in the Force. What he's doing with Zane, making him angry, making him fearful, leaving him alive for so long to fester in his hatred and arrogance and lack of knowledge. He's preparing him, fattening him like a pig for a slaughter, so that he can come forward and kill him at a later date, absorbing those horrible feelings around him, gaining great power in the Force. I'm telling you this because you, specifically, during what you consider to be the worst years of your life, continued to bloom as these terrible things happened. Your anger, your fear began to take hold of you, and you grew in the power of the Force like you never could while your mother and I were around.
So all it took was to get raped by a couple of huts, and then I got really strong in the Force.
So your
Man, that
dad
makes me feel
shakes his
so much
head and is
better.
like, let that anger guide you, Coral.
But here's the thing. I'm not angry at them. In fact, I'm not angry at anyone. I feel like I'm above anger, to be honest with you. I skirt through my life right now feeling pretty good, pretty confident. If you want to really help me, Father, then how about you teach me something right now?
So he nods, he says, I will teach you something. I will teach you to respect your elders. And he begins fading away.
And that will probably be the last time we talk then.
Alright. Zane, what are you doing during this hyperspace voyage?
Zane is in the cargo bay with the shiny bowcaster getting it dirtied up. I have like targets set up around the room,
Okay.
and I'm taking strategic covers and blasting the targets to smithereens. And I am doing something that I've neglected to do for probably since I've joined this goddamn crew, and that is do a good old P90X bowcaster workout.
Okay. While you're going through this workout, Vape rolls in and begins talking to you in binary and then plugs himself into a nearby panel and indicates you should come over to read the panel.
Yeah, I 987. And I stand up and like shirt glistening. I look like Brad Pitt from Fight Club in the
I would have
poster.
thought you would go with Parks and Rec guy Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy when he's cut as fuck.
Chris Pratt's he's still a little not big enough.
Okay. All
Zane
right.
is hefty. Zane is like he's like a running back. He's like a white Adrian Peterson. He's
okay.
He's like he's like 250 pounds.
All right.
He's like 6'3", 6-pack. He's big. He's a big guy, and he comes over to shirtless, like wipes off with like what was left of his tank top.
He broke a PX90 once. He's huge.
Yeah, I literally broke it. Yes. I'm the PX90 guy. I look just like him. If anyone, yeah. I go over and to Vape and I go, all right. I had enough time for a 30-second break.
So the text begins appearing very quickly, and it says, Zane, I've been, over the last few days, tracking your family history, and the origin of House of Resk. I thought you might be prudent to inform you about some developments involving House Kelvor. You've never
Kelvor.
expressed any interest in the past, but I thought
Oh God.
we were friends.
Kelvor being something important.
You want
I
to
can
work through it, or you want me to tell you?
Hold on, I'm so close. Aha! Got it. And I thought so. And I look and I go, in school, Vape, they used to teach us education at the military academy while doing sprints. And I look down and I like finish doing stretches. I go, all right, Vape, let's do it. And I begin like running back and forth.
Okay, yeah. So it's a HoloNet recording. It's the stormtrooper officer that Coral shot in the face, who was badly damaged and burned during that incident. He's still got like a bandage over one eye, and you can see he's got burn marks back behind his ear, and his hair isn't regrowing.
This is the guy that ambushed us, right?
Yeah, this is Lieutenant Care Catwas.
Well, White Terry Crews. That's pretty accurate. It's better. White Terry Crews with Chris Evans' hair. So that's that's what we're getting at a little bit. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. So
Pretty important.
Care Catwas is looking at the camera and is saying, "Well, for now, we're going to be taking all members of House Kelvor into custody. While we continue to look into their shady past, they're all being shipped to the prison planet of Kessel for the time being, while we continue to interrogate them and their history of support for the rebellion."
And I stop and I like look at Vape and I go, Vape, you know what this means?
I'm sorry, Zane. I am actually not sure. I was aware of your attachment to a member of House Kelvor, but it seems unusual that they would take all of the members of House Kelvor.
And that's where Luz Theron is, right? Lars Theron
is at Kessel, yes.
God damn it. And I look at Vape and I go, Vape, did they mention any specific names? Family members, immediate members?
Yeah, it begins listing all of the immediate family of House Kelvor.
Yeah, I skip right through that shit.
Yeah, you don't see River Kelvor on that list.
Okay, so this is a good sign, Vape. Are they being...
Is it?
Are they... And I go, are they being kept in solitary confinement?
I'm uncertain. However, Kessel... And he, like, brings up pictures of, like, Wookiees mining on Kessel. They're all chained to each other. And there's, like, dozens of them on a chain, like, mining glitter stim. And, other stuff from the rocks. The conditions there are not well.
Well,
Wookiee life expectancy is quite low. I expect that human nobility will not fare well in such an environment.
they wouldn't put the human nobility down in the mines, would they?
They just arrested them.
Detained.
They don't bring you to Kessel and then put you in like a low security,
Yeah,
like
palace.
cushy
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
No.
I guess
Minimum security. Yeah.
Okay, so I go. So I stop the workout. After I sit down, had that conversation with Vape. I guess I talked. Vape. Pull up a galaxy map.
He does so.
Yeah, I want to see. I do the enhance, and I start like panning through with the hands or whatever. I don't fucking know. And I look for where Eggland is, where Overeasy, the land of Overeasy is.
Eggly.
And
Do you have your core
Eggly.
map? Do you have your core book open?
No, I don't.
So it's about 3 months, you said last time, away
Yeah,
from where
it's
we
several
were
months.
previously. So
Yeah, but if we can get a good roll, that we can drop that. We can drop that by a quarter or a half, maybe.
You could
even.
drop it by quite a bit. Yes.
Okay, so Eggly is how many days away? Several months?
no, Eggly is 3
is
days.
3 days currently.
3 days. And how far away is Kessel from Eggly?
3.5 months.
About 3 months and 1 week.
Yeah.
The other direction?
Yeah.
Or is it on the way?
Other
In the
direction.
complete other direction.
Son of a bitch.
If you have your book open, it's on page 329. Egli is between the planet Takara and Upsek in the lower right-hand corner, and Kessel is in the upper left-hand corner, and it's circled in white.
329, you said?
329.
Okay, so I turn the compad and I go, all right, I shut, Vape, I go, thank you, Vape, appreciate it. And I'll have to go get ready for our landing in Egli or whatever, I don't fucking know. Turn on the compad and I go, Coral, Toby,
Listening.
how long will this holocron business be?
Captain.
Well, I might be able to find it pretty quickly. Maybe. We'll see.
And then from there to the rebel base, what, 5 days?
It would be, well, the same distance it took us to get here.
Yes, depending on calculations, of course. We actually had quite a good route. Once we got our R5 unit, pointed in the right direction after a few exploding panels. Yes, we were here very quickly, so it might take a little bit longer to get back.
I know you're itching to get to Kessel, though. And we will make it a priority to visit that first rather than the rebel base, so...
Oh, good. Doesn't that sound good, Zane? We'll head straight there as soon as we've got the holocron then, yes?
I see no reason to get the holocron if we're not going to turn it in.
We're here. We're going to be here momentarily. I mean, we're pointed that direction.
But if we're not going to turn it in,
faster than light.
Kessel is 3 months away. And I arrive at the cockpit now. I'm like, Kessel is 3 months away, and then back 3 months, it's going to be 6 months before we turn the holocron in to receive that 100,000. Why do it at all? It'll be there when we get there. Holocron's nothing, right?
It's information.
It's information that is nothing.
Once we pass that information, we could probably piecemeal it out to people who are more important than the rebels.
It's like a first edition Darth Vader doll.
Yeah, well, if it all works out, I can spend the time it'll take us to get to Kessel to read the holocron and get
The
all the
holocron
information
is I believe is not a reading type of media.
You wanted a first edition Darth Vader doll, right?
Yeah. Am I correct in that I'd know that the holocron isn't a reading?
Yeah,
media?
holocrons are not reading.
Yeah. It's holographic based, I believe. Hence hollow for the chronology, saving of the times
But it's
before
information,
came now.
so
Yes.
it'll take us a while
it's-
to pass it. So.
And it's excuse me, I am still failing at what a
it's also
holocron is.
lost. It's actually lost technology, my boy. People don't make them anymore, you see. So it's very ancient. And very ancient things are not only interesting, but very valuable and
Coral, are you telling me you're going to learn? You're going to sit down and study this thing?
I do believe that's intention. I mean, I was planning on giving him any assistance I could. Don't you think it's a great idea, Zane? I mean, his little mind is going to blossom. He'll suck up all this beautiful data. He'll roll it around in those wonderful synapses of his. They'll be firing left and right.
Wonderful.
Are you grabbing his laku and hefting him in the air?
And as he's doing that, I'm
Oh,
just like,
Captain, my captain.
as he's doing that, I'm just like, just hold it from the bottom. It feels better if you hold it from the bottom. don't squeeze, just
Jiggly
cup it
jiggly,
upwards.
jiggly.
Wow, guys. Wow.
Ooh, boy. And
Wow.
I look and I go, well, the Kelvor family never liked me anyway. But yes, I think this is permissible, I guess.
Well, we will be able to do both things and get you to the place as quick as we can.
Missing out on that payout for the holocron immediately will be
Look, they're always going to
noticed.
pay money. for a
Holocron's
holocron.
probably been there for several thousand years.
Yes, but money now is better than money 6 months from now, and we're probably dead. Just throwing that out there.
I always think about that, when I'm saving a bit of money. What if I'm dead and I can't spend my money?
Toby, you can't
Well,
die,
I
can
mean,
you?
we haven't been able to spend the
Could be
60,000
disintegrated.
credits that we have in the bank right now, so I'm not too worried about money right now.
I
So-
turn the compad off and I look to Toby and I go, what happens if you're disintegrated? You just float around collective conscious style, or
I don't actually know. I'll look into it.
Oh, turn the compad back on. All right, well then it's I guess it works for me. Sounds like a plan. We'll continue to this eggland.
You know, if you came in my room like 2 minutes ago, you would have seen my dad. And then I
Wait,
hang
your
up.
dad?
Like, hang up.
And then I don't know.
And I compad off and I go, Toby, psychiatry. Have you been looking into it?
Yes, well, it seems to be mostly one person listens to another person. There's a few different types. One where you just say, "Oh yes, oh yes, oh really, oh tell me more. I'd like to hear more about how you feel about what you've told me." Which seems to be rather effective. I don't understand why, but yes. Well, did you need a session? I mean, I think I could do an impromptu one after the brief study I did.
Here's a side quest for you, Toby.
Oh, excellent.
Try to do your first psychiatry lesson upon Coral, but don't let Coral know you're doing it to Coral. You know how Coral will just talk? You fill his
Right.
mouth with Vaderos and he'll just go.
Some of the Vaderos fall out, but more go in than
Yes.
fall out, so eventually they're gone. Yes, I understand.
I'll give you 5,000 credits if you can get him to cry.
Oh, that sounds like quite a challenge.
Just him
I don't
talking.
want to cry. It was 5,000 credits. A crying Coral. Coral's never made me cry, though, so, I mean, I don't know if it's... But maybe, you know, I know that some beings...
Prepare for landing. I like sit. I just like ignore sit.
It's still gonna be some time before you arrive.
Yeah. So I'm
So I like look up and I see the ETA and I'm like, oh shit. I'll be in the cargo bay, and I stand up and I walk back out, grab the bowcaster from like leaning up
Okay.
against the wall. Vape.
So Toby, about that time, as Zane leaves, you get a message indicating that you have 2 weeks, and a Star Wars week is 5 days. So, you have an appointment with Director Rand, on Tantalus Base in 2 weeks.
I just like refresh my visual unit, turn it off and on again, and double check that.
Yeah, it's like asking you to RSVP. It's like the Imperial HoloNet version of any meeting or something, like Google Calendar.
It's like Director Ann has given you access to their calendar. Right. I don't want that. Or maybe someone else does. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing.
Announcement, boys. We've got an appointment with Director Ann.
remember what I said, Toby? Ignore everything.
Not responding, just forwarding it to you, sir.
But you opened it, didn't you?
No, I just forwarded it.
But you opened the mail, didn't you?
No, it just the header.
Toby, did you
I don't
open
know
the
if I actually
mail?
opened the net mail.
Like, well, I have a subroutine that just, when I look at mail, it opens the mail automatically. Saves a click, you know.
It's in the kernel.
I don't know, like have a data pad and I show him my inbox. It's like 735 unread emails. And I was like, you just gotta switch it off, man. You just gotta like.
I really
Yeah.
admire that. You know, you're like a piece of driftwood on an ocean. It's all around you, tossing up and down and violent, but you're just kind of bobbing up and down and riding.
Yeah, you know, you don't sink if you float.
Such a wise captain I've got. I'm a lucky droid.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, I know you are. Yeah. Oh man, I'm ready for a time skip if you guys are.
I still wanted to go to Toby and figure out what
Oh,
he's
okay.
doing. Do we want to take a break before or after this?
Yeah, let's take a break.
All right, we're gonna take a break now. When we get back, we're gonna figure out what's happening with Toby in hyperspace, and then we will arrive at Eggly.
Yeah.
So, get ready for another 2 hours, guys.